Hey you guys, this is Rose here. So, before I begin, this was made maybe a week or two ago. No, this was made like a couple of days after the last episode was released. The last part of Beacon of Hope came out. And, well, a lot of shit has happened. One, my AP test. I'm not supposed to disclose any information about it. But I took pretty much a college test on Friday, which was the 15th. And that really tired me out, so I completely forgot about you guys, and I'm sorry. Also, I don't know, I was crying for at least this whole entire morning today, which is Sunday, the 17th. Because it was really early in the morning, and this person on my stream decided to donate to me $80. That gave me more than enough money to get me a webcam. That I can't believe it. Like, I don't even know. Like, I didn't even think I would have this during my beginnings of narrating. That means I can do like actual reactions though, that you guys can actually see me do things. Like, it's not just gonna be like some voice anymore. It's gonna be something in video form. I didn't even think I would get a donation that huge anyways. Like, and I wasn't thinking I was gonna get a webcam until what, like a few more months? It's crazy. I don't know. If you guys are like waiting if you guys are waiting for like my narrations or something, and you guys want something else to do, you can read other fanfics and stuff like that, or you can actually just watch my Twitch, which I linked already a lot of times. I don't like to repeat it because, you know, like repeating something that you've already said many times can get annoying. So there it is, and I'm doing this thing. It's like a little project, like something that has to do with the mind. Like, it's RWBY fanfiction related anyways, and it's some sort of scientific thing. So I was thinking of possibly doing like a drabble while thinking about it in your mind. So you're making a drabble as you narrate it. You're not typing it out, you're just thinking the words out. And I was thinking of doing that thing. I'm actually gonna do it like a test run. After this episode, you'll see the first upload come out, and what I'm doing is that I'm putting like some sort of like thing, like a song or like a topic, and I just go along with it. I just make like a RWBY fanfic drabble out of that one song or topic. So like tomorrow, it's tomorrow, because whenever I upload this, I'm gonna narrate that drabble. I'm gonna make up a drabble in my mind the next day, and this, I think I will start with a song, and for you guys that watch this quick enough, you'll be able to know like what it's gonna be about, because if you listen to the song before it uploads, then you'll know like what I'm doing. So the song that I'm gonna be like making a drabble out of is a song called Floorboards by Real Friends, and it's gonna be the acoustic version, because there's two versions. There's the actual normal rock version, and there's the soft and, you know, kind of comforting like acoustic version. That one I'm gonna refer to the acoustic one, because the rock version, I don't know, that doesn't really work with drabbling. And then the next one, I'll actually take a suggestion, like any song, but like, I don't know, maybe like something that's soft, maybe that's something that's like suspenseful or something like that. Like, as long as it's like something I can probably make something out of. Alright, I talked enough anyways. I spent like 4 minutes already with this. Here's the actual like audio narration, and I hope I see you guys soon. I'm really sorry about taking forever, but I'm trying my best now to keep on going. It's just that streaming and the finals and stuff, like not finals, that test I took that I cannot say anything about, that shit has really put me on the line. Like, it really made me like tired. And I did stream like for a shit ton of time on Saturday. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Stay classy and enjoy this next part for A Beacon of Hope. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Rose here. And I'm here with some more Beacon of Hope in a Castle of Ice. This is part 2 of the second session. Well, the last video I did. Well, not the one like during this session, which will be like 12 to 14, but 10 to 11. That was actually like a separate session than the first one. But I don't really like to call it a session. More like a little, I don't know, more like an audio log, because that wasn't long. And that was only like 30 minutes worth of like actually narrating. Yeah, this is like the second part to the second audio session I had. Anyways, enough of me talking about that. Where we left off, I believe that Yang had forfeited and Blake won. So, and yeah, I think Yang just hurt the shit out of Blake, and now Blake is recovering. Anyways, here is chapter 15. We are 60 chapters away from finishing the story. That's a long time. Unless I start doing like 3 chapters every single day, but 3 or 6 chapters a day, then I might be done with it. I don't know. But I don't have time to do that sort of thing. Weekends I could do like up to like 10 or 20. It's crazy. Okay, here's chapter 15. First trip to Vale. This is in Waishni's POV. And man, I'm gonna stop listening to The Gusty Garden. I've been listening to it for too long. Listen to some Life is Strange, because that's awesome. Yeah, yeah, why don't you like why don't you just look up like music to listen to while you're doing this right now? Like, really? God damn, where's that one guy that had like, no, fucking cat. Where's your good kitty? Your good kitty. Sorry guys, my cat's too adorable. Who was that one guy that, fucking damn it. Oh, I think it's this guy. If there's gonna be an annotation. Yes, it is. Sweet. No, kitty. Alright. Here we are, guys. This is in Waishni's POV, once again. Weiss, this is embarrassing. I don't want to do this anymore. RWBY pouts at me. That crimson blush of hers only making her look more adorable than before. I step up behind her and smile, resting my hands on her hips and looking at her wonderful reflection in the tall mirror in front of us. But you look absolutely stunning. Just for a little longer? I ask, planting a gentle kiss on her neck that draws a shiver through her entire form. But I feel so exposed. Can I put my clothes back on? Not yet, Ruby. I have a couple more ideas for you. But Weiss! Just try on those other 2 dresses and we will leave. I smile at my darling Ruby. It's been 3 days since we paired up, meaning it is also 4 days until the dance. And 2 days since Blake has been unable to walk without the assistance of either Yang or a crutch. That barbarian can't even hold back on her partner. On her own partner, I mean. It's a lovely Thursday afternoon. With a dance pending, there was an early dismissal from Grim Studies with Professor Port, so you may help with the preparations that are being ran by Team... Fuck, I forgot. Coffee? I forgot how that's said. Sorry guys. Yang and myself. I should be helping with the final preparations, but Blake wanted me out of the dorm for a few hours, even offering me a secret about Ruby should I pull through on staying away from the dorm until about 6 p.m. Damn, Blake. To pull this off, I needed to ask Yang to cover for me while I bring Ruby out to shop for a dress her and I could both agree on for her to wear. She's currently in a very stylish red dress with one strap going over her shoulder, leaving the other side exposed. The dress hugs her curves so firmly, only loosening its grip after it passes her waist and becomes a lovely flowing skirt that extends down to her ankles. The dress itself is zipped up through a zipper that begins from Ruby's lower back and travels halfway up her spine. It's truly a fashionable dress, but Ruby has made it clear she hates it. Instead, we settled for something that has a striking resemblance to her casual outfit. It's a dress that has no sleeves, but covers both of her shoulders, as to her preference. The dress has a dark yet see-through texture that goes from the middle of her back all the way up to her shoulders, and the front of the texture extends down to between her barely exposed cleavage and the just above her breast. After that, there is a solid red fabric for the rest of the dress, matching her hair color quite nicely. It covers both of her breasts completely, leaving nothing for the eyes to predict. There is a slit in the fabric down her cleavage that is sewn together with black corset lacing, but even then the outfit shows nothing of her body, the corset lace being complemented with a large black belt that circles around the hips and is tied in a similar fashion to a karate belt. That comparison coming from Ruby herself. Continuing down the outfit is now the skirt. It's actually identical to her combat skirt, but with the colors reversed. The base color being red like the rest of her outfit, but the lining at the bottom being black. It's a semi-casual outfit at best, but I should be happy I'm able to get Ruby into something aside from her uniform and her massive storage of casual wear and several band shirts of her and her sister's favorite group, The Achievement. The Achievement. Why, so we both know that I'm not going to like the other two. Why do I need to try them on? Because I love dressing you up, Ruby. Though I suppose I've tortured you enough today. Fine, Ruby. I groan with fake annoyance. Who'll pay for these? Then go get something to eat. Change out of that and go grab the dress you wanted. I'm going to look around a bit more. At the instant I let Ruby be dismissed from my wicked game of dress up, she darts into the changing room to go back into her standard outfit. I sent Ruby into the store before me, telling her to get a head start while I was busy looking at a beautiful set of jewelry through one of the displays of another store. We are in the shopping section of Vale, and this is one of the most prestigious clothing stores around. So naturally, this is where I came. The store owner is a tall hair faunus with brown ears similar to Velvet's, but instead they hang low and are tipped with black fur. She has hair the same length as Ruby's, but brown with black tips to go with her ears. Upon my entry, I was given instant attention when I was recognized as the Schnee Dust Company heiress. I had to make it clear that I do not wish any special attention during my visit, and they had been very good with that. Ruby, on the other hand, told me she was given no welcome or a second glance upon her entry, which upset me clearly. I kept the thought at the back of my mind to let the store owner have a piece on checkout. As a matter of fact, now that Ruby's about to exit the changing room, I can do just that. Okay, Weiss, can we go now? I hear Ruby groan, holding the dress she wants in her arm. Of course, go to checkout, I'll be there. I watch as Ruby walks away, waiting a few seconds before casually following, making it seem her and I are not traveling together. As she reaches the counter and places the dress she wants on top for checkout, the hair faunus gives her an odd look. Do you have any idea how much that dress costs, Miss Rose? Ruby Rose. And how do you know I won't be able to pay for this? That's sort of mean and rude. Well, your attire certainly doesn't make you off to be anything above middle class, if even that. I've heard enough of this and quickly make my way to the counter, tapping Ruby on the shoulder and giving her a reassuring smile and wink to play along with my little ploy. Found the dress you wanted, Ruby? I ask, earning me an odd look from my girlfriend until she catches on to what I'm doing. Oh, yep, got it right here. Was waiting for her to ring it up, but she started saying things like, oh, you can't afford it and blah blah blah, Ruby says while rolling her eyes. She be quite the little actress, despite not being able to hide her emotions when she is depressed or otherwise in a mood that she would want to suppress her feelings. Is she with you, Miss Schnee? The hair faunus stutters. Yes, she is, actually. I smiled and turned to Ruby. I trust they've been treating you just as nicely as they have me, Ruby. Actually, they've been... The hair faunus cuts in quickly. It is an honor to have a friend of the Schnee Dust Company heiress enter my establishment. As a show of such, I would like you to have this dress you picked out free of charge. Damn, that is such a good ploy. That's amazing. I wish I could do that. Even though I'm not famous. The clerk/owner giving Ruby a pleading look, most likely in hopes she will send kudos of the store to me, despite me already knowing this difference in treatment. Oh, really? That's great. Oh, and they've treated me wonderfully here, Weiss. I smile softly, nodding my head. The lady thanks us for our visit, packs up Ruby's new dress, and we leave the store, holding back our laughs until I make it outside. Oh my gosh, she looks so terrified when she found out you knew me. Ruby giggles, following me as I begin to walk with a smile plastered on my face. I haven't had a good laugh like that in a while. It's amazing how scared people are simply because of my name. It's because they don't know the Weiss that I know, Ruby whispers in my ear, and skips ahead to look through some of the other store windows, her comment leaving a slight shade of red to coat my cheeks. We are on a course back to Beacon, but I did promise Ruby something to eat. Coincidentally, there is a cafe 2 blocks from the airship departure site that makes amazing hot chocolate and very good chocolate chip cookies from what I've heard. I hate to feed Ruby's junk food habit, but I guess there are some things that can be overlooked every once in a while. Ruby, cafe to your right is where we're going. I cry out before Ruby can cross the street and pass our destination, making her pause in place and twirl around to backtrack to the door. She stands nearby, holding it open and gesturing me inside. After you, princess. She winks at me as I walk by. She's such a charmer in her own right, even when she is being her childish self. Okay, go grab a seat while I wait in line. Want a hot chocolate? Actually, I never tried coffee before. Oh no. Nice try. I don't trust you with that much caffeine. A hot chocolate it is. Ruby lets out a mighty pout, puffing her cheeks at my instant resolve and retreats to find a table for the 2 of us while I wait in line with about 4 people ahead of me. When it is finally my turn to order, I am surprised at the greeting I receive. And more importantly, who is the one greeting me? Salutations, Weiss! I gasp, seeing the wide-eyed Penny behind the counter. Hello, Penny. You work here? I quirk her brow, a bit surprised that someone as socially awkward as Penny is working in a place that involves low to moderate amounts of conversation. That I do! This place is simply sensational! May I take your order? Yes, 2 medium hot chocolates and about a dozen chocolate chip cookies. This should keep Ruby busy for a while. It's only 4:30. I need to stall just a bit more. I didn't know you enjoyed cookies, Weiss. You seem to be a healthier eater than your slim figure. I don't. I'm with Ruby. I smile. And Penny knew how to throw in a compliment out of the blue. Oh, Ruby's here? I'll try to step out and see her before the 2 of you exit. I give Penny a nod of the head, and she quickly presses several buttons on the machine in such a quick motion that the ringing sound of the prices added up begin overlapping. That'll be 16 lin, Penny say after the ringing stops. I reach into my purse and pull out my credit card. Oh man, yeah, credit card. Giving it a quick swipe, followed by my new PIN number. Whoa. You don't want to say your new PIN number. Just crazy. 1652. Ruby's age and height. No, it's not weird, and I am not obsessed with Ruby Rose. 1652. Oh, I see you've been doing some research, George. Or have you? I smile as the payment registers and step to the pickup counter. On top of the 12 cookies is a large black one that I assume to be some sort of triple chocolate chip creation. Damn it, cat! Which must have been added courtesy of Penny. I picked up the tray with the 13 cookies and the 2 hot chocolates and began walking to find Ruby sitting at the corner of the room near the window. She's gazing outside, looking at someone who just walked by with 3 weapons. As I approach, I hear her talking to herself about it. She is such a weapon nut. That armor is so cool. It looks just like Grimbone's. And, oh my god, he has a claymore with a shotgun function. That's so cool. Oh, and he has twin katanas. Wait, no, it's a separable twin blade. No, 2 katanas. Oh, of course, it's both. Ahem. I clear my throat and place the tray on the table. Ruby turning her head and gasping at the tray of cookies I bought for her. Hold on a second, because my cat's just annoying the shit out of me. Kitty, no! Ah! Alright. Weiss, you do love me! Did you forget who asked you out there? Did you forget who asked you out 3 days ago, Ruby? I say in a slight whisper. God damn you, cat! No, fuck you. I say in a slight whisper as I sit down with her. Before coming down to town, I made it clear with Ruby to avoid any displays of affection. Not that I am embarrassed by her affection at all, but me being the heiress to a worldwide company, I will not be able to cope if Oliveira knows my relationship to Ruby. Mainly because I don't wish my girlfriend to be exposed to the harsh flesh-eating monsters that are in the media. And fucking shit on. I'm gonna kick him out. Okay? You're fucking man. No! No! My cat almost freaking clawed the shit out of me. I like my cat, but sometimes he just gets on my nerves. Just please take your time with those, alright? I will not be buying you more. I received a sip from my hot chocolate. The warm sensation as it flows down my throat makes me smile. I take a moment to gaze out the window to see the person with the 3 weapons to observe for myself, but I have no luck in spotting him. When I turn back, I see there are only 2 cookies left in the tray, and Ruby is scratching the back of her head with a nervous giggle. Damn it, Ruby, I can't stall for time if you go through them that fast. Didn't I just say not to eat them too quickly? Yes, but they're so good, especially the triple chocolate one. That's right, Penny is here. I may just be able to stall. Alright, Ruby, go get yourself another dozen, but I will not be buying you any more cookies for the rest of the week, which is only 4 days anyway, but all Ruby hears is me not buying her cookies for a certain amount of time, and that is a nightmare for her. I reach into my wallet and pull out my credit card. The moment she takes it, she is about to dash away before I grab her by the cape. Would you like the PIN number? Oh, that would help, wouldn't it? Dolt. It's 1652. Oh man, I watch on as Ruby makes the line. Twisting herself left and right, she waits impatiently for it to shorten. She is just like a child in the accounting store. When she makes it to the front, I can hear a pair gasp and a quick exchange of hellos. Penny, you just bought me all the time I need. Yeah! Alright. This is so funny. Alright, so that was the end of chapter 15 right there. Oh, we're making good time. Alright, here is chapter 16, guys. I wonder what's going on in the dorm anyways. Alright. Chapter 16, When the Mice Are Away. This is in Yang's POV. Oh, thank God I did not... Okay, alright. I fucking hate this bullshit. Last time I ever go to one of those plannings without Weiss around. Why the hell did she need to go to the town with Ruby anyway? She thinks just cause she's so rich that she could disappear with my sister to go clothes shopping. Couldn't she just... Couldn't you just tell someone and tell them to drop off the most expensive dress in town or something like that? Ugh, damn Coco and Fox. Both of them need to go against every little suggestion I make. The involvement in that other guy, yet so whatever, just sit there all quiet and don't even help out. Needless to say, the plan did not go too well without Weiss there. She has a knack for commanding a group of people and being extremely organized. One of the few times I will ever give the Ice Queen a compliment. It's been hell for me today, it's not even noon. On top of worrying about the preparations for the party on Sunday, I also make sure I am never away from Blake too long. Even though she's already walking normally again, I worry and I have done my best to make sure she hasn't had to move too much. After all, it was my kick check that hurt her ankle in the first place. It's been a long and tiring day, and it is barely passing for Remnant's sake. The walk back to the dorm room is feeling much longer than it already is. On my walk back, I try my best to relax and observe everything around me to hopefully shorten the drip. The crimson carpeting and the smoky colored textures of the wall, complemented by having a small portion on the bottom painted a gray color. I never really thought red and gray look okay together, but Beacon has made it work somehow. I wonder if gray works with yellow. Wait, why am I thinking of the color gray? You know what? Doesn't matter, I'm here. I reach into my pocket and pull out my scroll. Opening the door and going inside to see Blake on my bed in her pajamas. A beautiful black yukata with white linings. The outfit stopped halfway down her thighs, but leaving enough for me to imagine what could be underneath. Oh, bleh. I give my head a quick shake, breaking my daydream before Blake catches me staring and finds another comment to make about what I am always after. Enjoy the sight, Yang? She says while lowering her book and gazing at me with her firm amber eyes. Wait, how did you... I didn't. You just admitted it. I need to stop falling for that. You know when Ruby and Weiss will be back? I ask while walking over to our bunk beds and sitting in Blake's. That's new. You're usually up here resting on my lap or bombarding me about how my ankle feels. I thought you cared. Blake says with a mock sadness in her tone. But seriously, what's up? And I think they'll be back around 6. Without Without Weiss helping with the preparations, it was really hectic. I'm just a bit stressed and annoyed. I kicked off my shoes and lay down on Blake's bed, closing my eyes and taking long, deep breaths as I try to forget about the tough morning I've been through. I see. Well, at least you're back and don't have anything to do from porch class. I open my eyes when I hear a small thud, looking over to see Blake had hopped down from my bed. Ow! That hurt a bit. Need to remember that. She must be talking about her ankle. Everything okay? Yep, just need to remember not to land too hard until my ankle's completely better. Oh, could you get me a cup of milk? She says to me while sitting at the foot of the bed, waiting for me to get up. Ugh, do I have to? Not my fault you forfeited our match. I am nice one time. I pout. I pout and stand up from the bed, going over to Blake's mini fridge and opening it up. I grab one of the cups she keeps on the door and open the gallon of milk sitting right in the middle of the fridge. Wow. Wow, a gallon of milk in the middle of the fridge. That's gotta be like taking most of the space, right? Unless it's like one of those big mini fridges, but I doubt that. Pouring the cup up close to the top and setting it down on top of the little refrigerator while I close the gallon of the other Satisfaction brand milk. When I finish and close the fridge, I look over my shoulder to see Blake sitting in the same spot, waiting patiently for her milk. I grabbed the cup I just filled and walked over to her, holding it out until she takes a firm grip of it and pulls it from my grasp. Thanks, Yang, she whispers to me while taking a small sip of the white, calcium-rich liquid. Not a problem, I say in return, going to the opposite side of her bed, moving her pillow away so I could sit with my feet on a soft mattress and sit with my back against the wall. After Blake is done with about half of the cup, she stands up and makes quick work of filling the cup back up to the top. I could have done that for you. Could have done that for you. I was closer, and honestly, you take too long, she says in her matter-of-fact attitude. While she makes her way back to the bed, she takes a moment to push my legs apart so she can sit between them, facing the same direction as me and leaning back to use as a backrest. As much as I want to hold her tight and caress her hips, thighs, and stomach, I need to keep myself in control. I feel like she's trying to tease me with how she is sitting against me. I can feel her back pushing against my breast, and the light purring coming from her figure is both adorable and pleasure-inducing thanks to the vibrations. It doesn't help the matter at all when she reaches up with her free hand to pry away her ribbon and toss it away, exposing those beautiful ears I love so much. Are you okay, Blake? You never take your bow off near me, I whisper, trying not to look at the furry accessory in fear that I'll try to touch them as I usually want to do. Well, I want to relax a little. And there's no better way than to have a cold glass of milk, a warm superheater, and to let my ears be free once in a while. Nothing wrong with that, is there? She looks over her shoulder, glaring at me out of the corner of her eye, to which I shake my head. Good. She takes another sip from her cup. Oh god. Blech. Licking her lips with quick flicks of her tongue to get the lingering milk off. Is your ankle okay? I ask, starting to adapt too little to having Blake this close to me, but still unable to look too high to avoid looking at her cat ears. Aside from that drop down from your bunk, it has been very easy to walk on with minimal pain. She takes another sip. That's good. Oh, do you know what you're wearing on Sunday? I found this yellow strapless that goes down to my mid-thigh and has black laces in the back. It will look great. Actually, I already have mine. It's nothing fancy. Some fishnet that goes over my shoulders and part of my arm like a short sleeve shirt, and the dress itself is a light purple to match my eyeshadow. It has a black belt to go around the waist, and on the right leg it has a little cut at the thigh level. Ooh, sounds sexy. Oh god, why did I say the word sexy? I said it earlier, but it just makes me feel awkward now. It looks nice and it's pretty easy to move around in, so I like it. If that's the only reason why not go in your yukata. Because I can't wear a bra in this. Blake's response makes me turn away and cough in surprise. The fawn is sitting against me, laughing her head off to my reaction. It's fine, Yang. I'm wearing a bra. I promise. Not funny, Blake. I say in both an angry and disappointed tone. Aw, I'm sorry. Want some milk as a peace offering? She says in a fake apologetic tone. Actually, I would. The moment I say that, she takes a large drink from the cup and then hands it to me. It's empty. Really, Blake? If you didn't want to share, you could have just said so. I groan, gently pushing her forward to slip off from between her and the wall so I could get my own cup of milk. As I push her forward, she turns around, giving me a dissatisfied look, but doesn't say a word. What? I seriously wanted some milk, and you couldn't even... Oh my god. Really? Do I have to do this? No. Alright. Alright, oh god, okay, just do this, fuck it. My eyes go wide as I am cut off by a sudden kiss from Blake. The moment our lips connect, she parts her lips, and I can taste a small trickle of milk as she feeds it to me through brief kiss. Oh, is she doing that bird feeding thing? Where like, oh, okay, no, I'm not even gonna describe that. After roughly 5 seconds, she pulls away and rubs a small amount that trickled down the corner of my mouth using her thumb. I remain still, completely in shock before I gather enough sense to swallow the milk and look away to hide half of my red face. Where did that come from? First she tells me she wants nothing to do with dating me, and now she's saliva swapping milk with me? What the hell, Blake? I expected you to use some tongue the moment our lips touched. I'm disappointed. Her voice is unchanged. Well, I thought that you were, milk is tastier than I thought. I can't even begin to explain how much my head is spinning. I shake my head a few times, trying to snap myself back into reality with little results. I can feel my face stuck with a stupefied look and a goofy smile. Blake and I just kissed, and I wasn't the one to start it. I look forward at Blake, seeing her lips moving, but when I try to listen and respond, I just give off a goofy giggle and stare off into space. Yes, Yang, milk is good. Blake begins laughing again at my constant stammering. I feel just like Ruby. Blake, why'd you... Yang, stop talking. I'll give you 2 choices. You can continue to ramble on and find answers until Ruby and Weiss get home from a shopping trip I personally requested Weiss to extend until 6 p.m. Or you can kiss me this time, but that is all. My clothes stay on, and if you touch anywhere I disapprove of, then the moment is over. I listen carefully to her words. The moment she is done speaking, she scoots away from me and sits at the far edge of the bed, waiting for my decision. It takes me another half a minute before I am able to think semi-clearly. But the moment I am able to think and command my body, I push off of the wall and sit next to Blake, the fondest girl, looking at me from the corner of her eye and smiles. A smile that I return before reaching out to cup Blake's soft, pale cheek, turning her head to face me. Oh god. At least don't regret this later, I whispered to her, trailing my fingers from her cheek to her long, black hair and stopping at the back of her neck, tugging her towards me as gently as I can. Blake takes my gesture one step further, steps off of the bed without pulling her head from my grip, and seats herself on my lap, looking down at me with her gorgeous amber eyes. If I would end up regretting this, I would not have started it. I look up at her, hearing a light purring erupting from deep within her chest. I tug her down to me by the back of the head once more, placing my other arm around her waist to keep her close. I can feel her soft, cold fingers resting on my shoulders, while our faces get closer with every passing second. The shift in our weight making me lean back as she pushes down on my shoulders more and more, eventually leading me to fall backwards on the bed with Blake staring down at me with a soft glare, causing me to smile once more. If you won't take the lead, Yang, I will, she whispers, brushing her lips over mine, but never really pressing them together. I attempt to lean up and get our lips to meet firmly, but she leans away on each of my attempts, leaving me looking at her with dissatisfaction and want. My arm clutching her waist tighter than before, which draws a smile to her lips. She's waiting for me. I am always in control. Now should be no different. Blake or no Blake, I am always in control. I let out a deep exhale, my soft smile turning into a confident grin. I hold onto Blake's waist tightly and roll over to lay her down on the bed while I take her previous position on being on top. Oh man. Stupid extension caught me off guard because it was almost done. Shit, I forgot where I was. Okay. She wraps her arms around my neck and her legs around my waist, allowing me to crawl on the bed and carefully lay her down on her pillow before she releases me from her grasp and brushes a hand over my cheek. I take a moment to look into her beautiful eyes, watching as my golden hair falls over my shoulders and surrounds Blake's beautiful face. She gives me a small nod and closes her eyes, puckering up before I finally lean down to connect my lips to hers. On contact, she moves her hand from my cheek to my hair, moving it out of the way while our lip lock begins. My lips part and hers mimic mine in an expectant manner, This isn't her first kiss, but it's her first kiss with me, and that's all I care about. My tongue slides into her lips, unable to get very far without being greeted by the touch of her own wet muscle that is vibrating from her constant purrs. Blake's hand eventually abandons trying to keep my mane in check, and settles for brushing it over whichever shoulder that keeps my hair furthest from our lips. The now unoccupied hand going to the back of my neck and pulling me tighter into our first kiss. Blake's tongue is relentless, yet gentle while it dances with mine. Each move I make perfectly matched, but not to fight me, no. Each move in hers follows and obeys my every motion as if it were an absolute command. I move my hand from the back of her head, slowly up along her scalp, trailing my fingers until they get closer and closer to their destination. Blake lets out a gentle whimper, but doesn't dare stop me or break our intimate embrace. As I reach the base of her ear, I drag my index finger and thumb carefully up the edge of the furry accessory. Her ear flutters and wiggles from my touch, but I continue to work my way up until I reach the very tip and gently pinch it. Blake's reaction being to arch her back and let out a moan to my lips that was thought to be restrained. So this is why Kitty Cat doesn't like it when I touch them. I pull my lips from hers, bringing them no more than a centimeter apart, but our lips continue their dance of utmost passion. I give a soft stroke on my thumb to Blake's ear, followed by a soft tug that makes her body clench, and makes her attempt to lean up to lock our lips again to muffle our sounds. But I lean away the moment she tries. Her ears and lips are all I need to bring my kitten into a new world, and that is my goal for today. She keeps trying to bring her lips together, but I refuse to allow it to happen. I'm enjoying her more audible purrs and other sounds of satisfaction far too much. Eventually she pulls her tongue from mine and begins to run the tip of her wet muscle along my lips, wrecking herself to follow the entire contour of my lips before kissing my upper lip and letting herself collapse into the pillow. Bringing her hand from the back of my head to cover her lips and muffle herself since she knows I refuse to let go of her ear. I lower my body on top of hers, putting my weight on my knees and elbows to avoid crushing her below me. I bring my lips to her cheek, dragging them along her soft flesh down to her jawline, and then to her neck. I keep dragging my lips along her soft skin, pausing once I feel I am at the perfect spot. Blake, you'll need to wear a scarf for a few days. I'm sorry. My words becoming clear when I press my lips firmly to the chosen area and begin to nip and suck on her neck. My efforts being rewarded with more moans and gasps from my precious kitty cat. My fingers being a little more firm with Blake's ears, allowing me to test to see just how much pressure I can place before sensation switches from pleasure to pain. Although from the sounds that I'm hearing, there is anything but pleasure resulting from my assault. I pull my lips from her neck with a mild audible pop, admiring the mark I just placed on Blake in the form of a small red mark that glistens with a thin layer of my saliva over it. I look back to her face, seeing her eyes half open from a state of borderline bliss. I want to see just how much I can make her face clench and twist with my actions. Blake Belladonna willed me mine. I bring my lips up to her other ear, taking a long, silent inhale and blowing softly into it, the ear rapidly fluttering and shaking, even making my partner kick and moan into her palm once more. Something as cute as that deserves a replay, don't you think? I ask her. Obviously, it's rhetorical. I blow into her ear once more, this time tugging on the other at the same time. Doing these same two things constantly, alternating the pattern of teasing Blake's fondest attribute. Yang, please, stop, I hear Blake whispered to me with a voice so soft spoken I have a hard time identifying it as hers. I've been teasing her for like this for nearly 45 minutes. The same slow and gentle movements that keep her writhing and clenching onto me. I never wanted her to let go. I'll do this forever if it means she'll cling to me like this always. And why should I stop, kitty? You appear to be enjoying yourself, I whisper in her ear in a slightly husky tone. Before she can answer, I move down to her lips and give her several small pecks, all of them being returned without the slightest hesitation. Yang, please. I can't. She stutters out after I stop playing my kisses. Then don't, I counter, already knowing what she is going to say. I bring my lips up to her ear once more, but this time I gently nip on the very tip of it. I can feel a blade grasp onto my back and dig her nails into my uniform, and then her turning her head to muffle her moans by burying her lips to my neck. I continue my work on her ears, holding her firmly against me without any other care in the world. I can hear several brief, choppy moans come from Blake's lips, even feeling the vibrations of her lip against my neck. I know what's coming next, and it drives me to keep teasing her fondest traits. Her scent is in the air. It has been for a while. When a final tug of her ear with my teeth, there's a brief silence with Blake. Her body is stiff, and I can hear her lips parted and still pressed my neck. After a second, she cries out against me in euphoria. Her arms, legs, and body shaking, her toes curling and nails piercing my uniform and leaving scratches on my flesh. But I have no problem with that at all. I gently push Blake down once her moans are over, being greeted by the sight of saliva-glistened lips, a deep crimson blush, and a look that I've seen before. A look of vulnerability. I crawl off of Blake, her hands sliding off on my back, but quickly grasping my wrist. I look down at her to see that pleading look for me not to go. She must still think somewhere in the back of her mind that I only want her body. I brush her wrist away, bring her eyes to the border of tears. I give her a sweet smile and crawl to the edge of her bed to sit with my back against the wall. I reach out and pull her towards me to lay her head along my lap. I smile when she wraps her arms around my thigh, clinging to my leg before I lightly smash my knuckles together to let my precious Blake sleep. I told you, Blake, I'm never leaving you. I lean down, giving her cheek a gentle kiss before she starts to drift off to sleep. However, there is something that catches my eye, a detail that gives me a feeling of great accomplishment. This is not a great accomplishment. Okay, well, now you think about it. Yeah, it kind of is. But I'm not Yang, so. I look down at her thighs, spotting a few glistening areas, though I have a poor vantage point for that. But at the edge of the bed where Blake's hips once were, I can see proof that I gave her an experience to never forget. I look at that spot and smile, admiring the large, dark, wet patch on the sheets, coated with Blake's rated X nectar. I wish I could have received a similar treatment, but I am elated nonetheless. I am closer to her than I've ever been before. Wow. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I want to keep going right now. Well, I think I should, because my brother's still not home yet. But at the same time, I have to end this session off and actually start speedrunning Mirror's Edge. Anyways, I'll see you guys. Well, actually, before I go, oh my god, seriously, it's fucking amazing that I'm still doing this. Like, people have been telling me, like, you're gonna give up on this, like, easily, and I still haven't. It's been months since I began, and I know I haven't been uploading as quick as I wanted to. I mean, holy shit. I feel great that you guys are here to support. Like, really, you're subscribing and the viewership, along with your comments and likes. It's fucking awesome. Honestly, it really is. Like, I want to keep going just because of that. And damn, I don't know. It's just like sometimes whenever I think about it, like, I always want to narrate, like, to people, and well, I have the chance to now, and it's amazing to do that with people, like, watching. Eventually I'll get down to, like, doing a live narrations, but for now it's just this. I do have a Twitch channel, by the way, speaking of live narrating, and like I said, I'll be streaming Mirror's Edge sometimes, and a lot of other games. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. Seriously, thank you guys. We are already, like, close to 30 subscribers, and that's amazing. That's not much to, like, some people, but to me it means a lot. It feels like so much to me. You can notice just how thankful I am just by how speechless I am. Like, it's hard for me to even say things like this, because, like, I don't even have the proper wording to say thanks. It really is. And I've had a hell of a time. I almost lost my computer, but it's still here. I'm using it right now. That's how I'm recording this, and I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for you guys, like, checking out my channel and everything like that. I want to thank you, George, also for like linking people, like, well, for directing people to my channel. It's awesome. It really does. It really is feeling awesome. Man, I don't know. Eventually I'm gonna open up a Patreon. Like, I know, like, it's pretty dumb to like do donation pages and stuff like that, but eventually, like, if you guys actually like appreciate my narrating so much and want to, you know, help me out with managing like financials, because eventually I might be able to get some better things, like to make my audio quality better or provide some awesome things. I don't know. Like, really, there's so much I can do with this channel, but I don't know yet of what it can be other than narrating. Like, eventually I'm gonna open up a Patreon page and you guys will be able to like donate to me. Like, I don't care how much you donate to me, $1 or like $5, I don't care. 25 cents, I don't even know if you can even donate that much. Like, really, like $1, I'm alright with that. Because I think that's like the max, that's like the minimum. Or, so, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, like, really, it's gonna be, I know for sure, like, later on it's gonna be amazing to do more of this. And I'm trying my best to upload quicker for you guys, because I know it's really dumb to, like, wait it out. To, like, it's really dumb to wait for my narrating. It's really dumb to do that, and I hate doing that. It's because, like, so much shit has happened so far in my life that it's, like, taking a lot of time off of me and stress. It's taking a lot of time and stress, I mean. But narrating, streaming, all that stuff, it really makes me feel a lot better. It makes me like not care about school for maybe like an hour or a couple hours depending on what I'm doing, and, you know, just be happy for once. Alright, I talked for too long. My voice is getting like, my voice is dying out. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Stay classy, and I hope you guys have an awesome fucking day, night, morning, evening. I don't know what time you guys are in, but, you know, just have a great fucking day. Like, I'm telling you, have a great day. For those that, you know, struggle like me.